Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of GenAI Vlog. So in this episode, we want to introduce an interesting way to use EC2 on AWS platform. So Jupyter Notebook is a very popular platform or IDE for people to get into the playground mode and develop some of the Python project that they are using in hand. And sometimes it's difficult to find a Jupyter Notebook or Jupyter instance that's cheap that you can just fire up and start using it off the bat. So in this episode, we're going to dive into how to create your own Jupyter Notebook to essentially configure it in a way that you want. And then every time that you open it up, it is exactly the environment that you need. So hopefully this will save some time. Hopefully this will give you a quick tutorial of how to use EC2, and it's a fun application to show you how to do that. So with that being said, first things first is you need to have an AWS account. And here I am at EC2. If you don't know how to go there, go to search button and type in EC2. And the first link pop out, that's where we are. So once you're in there, you need to launch an instance, right? So click on this yellow button, and then you need to give a name. For the sake of demo, I'm going to call it my JUPYTERLAB V5. So I'll make a copy of that. And then you scroll down. First thing you need to do is to select an image, right? The go-to one is Ubuntu, and it's cheap, right? It's a free tier eligible. So I'm going to go with that. This architecture, you can just leave that as it is. And then when it comes to instance type, I'm going to select the free tier for the sake of this demo. But if you need a higher tier, of course, you can go crazy however you want. So I'm going to leave that there. And then last thing is I need a key pair, right? So I'm going to create a key pair. I'm going to use RSA pin. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to just paste a name in down here as a key pair name. And I'm just going to say that secret, PEM. And this will pop out a window for me to save it locally. So that is pretty much all that need to be filling in terms of configuration. And then there's one last thing to configure the instance. So you scroll down to advanced detail, and then you want to go to the user data. This is where you throw in this kind of command. So I'm going to paste this code here. This is the command that you need to enter in user data. And of course, this admin username, you need to give your own username. Once that's filling, we're going to go to number of instances. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to set as 1 because I'm not using it that much. But of course, you can tune this up if you have a higher usage. And then here's like a message here saying free tier is not always free. Certainly there's some sort of constraint, right? So obviously be aware of that. After that's hit, it can probably start charging you money. So that's pretty much all you need. What we're going to do is press this yellow button down here, launch instance. Now that this instance is being launched, we're going to go back to instances under EC2. We're going to refresh, and you see there's my JUPYTERLAB V5 popping out here. That's up and running. And if you scroll to the right, it says it's initializing, right? So I'm going to give a few minutes for this to be done, and we're going to come back to see what we can do after that. So once the status check set is passed, now we can click in this instance. Just like that, it will fire up the summary, and we can kind of take a glance of what's happening. We're going to need this public address, but before we do that, we need to set up the security. So go to security group, and then here, this inbound rules, we need to edit a little bit. So let's click on that. And then here you see there's only SSH, and that's a bit problematic because we need to allow other traffic coming as well. So first thing first is HTTP. And that's going to be default 80. We're going to set zeros to allow all traffic. And then the other one is HTTPS. Obviously, click on that as well. And then click on 0 to allow all traffic. And say save rules. And that's pretty much it for the inbound rules. Once that's set up, we go back to EC2, and then we click on instances. We find the instance that we want, which is V5, right? Click on that. And then this is the address. So copy this IP address, 34.229.159.47, and then we're going to go to a new tab, paste it there, and we're just going to run it. This might take a couple minutes, but it should be pretty fast, and you can change the theme if you want to. You're going to enter the name that you set up as your own username, and if this is the first time, give a password that you want, and obviously it's your own responsibility to remember your own password. And boom, just like that, you are all set. It's going to spawn up an instance. And here we go. That's my JUPYTERLAB. And I'm going to go to settings, change to dark contrast, and boom, there you go. You can fire up your notebook, and then you can start typing now code. What is 1 plus 1? Print that out. That's 2, right? You can install your own instances, create your own virtual environment. Everything can be set up here. And once you finish your project, don't forget to shut it down by going to File, go to Hub Control Panel, and then say Stop My Server. This will stop your server. And then if you go back to this EC2 instance, and then make sure check out this, and then go into Actions, and then go into Instance State, and stop the instance. Boom, there you go, just like that. And this will say stopping, and you give a minute, this will say stopped. So that will stop charging you or billing you depending on your instance level. And here you go, you are all set. Thank you for watching, subscribe and like.